that we had from the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and he says to Nigerians to not worry about the inflation, which is one of the major things that we've had recurring on the news. Just yesterday, we talked about the hike in electricity tariff and some of the reactions from the Nigerian Labour Congress and other parties as well. Now, today, we also did see that the reps and the minority caucus says that the hike in electricity tariff amid economic hardship is evil. This is yesterday, the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, after they had approved an increase in the electricity tariff for customers under the ban B and A classifications. Now, we all talked about what is involved from a 60 something and over 60 something to 225 naira. It then means that we'll be spending quite a lot of money for electricity. Now, the minority caucus have said that, I'm trying to get that, he says the abrupt hike, which places an unbearable burden on the already strained populace, exacerbating economic hardship and widening the cash of inequality. Cash of inequality is inhumane and evil. That's what the statement reads. And it says such a hike, which is over 200% above the rate of inflation, utterly disregards the plight of the ordinary citizens who are grappling with the adverse effect of the removal of fuel subsidy, galloping inflation, unemployment, and inadequate access to basic amenity. Now, Chinda said next assertion that the electricity tariff hike only affects consumers in Band B and A classification is false, and a lot of people have come out to say the exact same thing. He says the truth has become stark, that it is a stark lie. The hike from data put out by the discos affects all electricity consumers, and this is what the lawmakers said. This habitual resort to deceit and outright lies clearly puts the government in a bad light and erodes the trust and confidence of the populace in the government. Now, the legislator said the timing is not only insensitive but also detrimental to Nigerians. Now, the NEC has also come out to say, and this is also for the benefit of Nigerians. We're trying to stabilize the economy. These are the benefits, some of which we did discuss here yesterday. Now, amid that, the president addresses Nigerians saying, do not worry about the inflation, we will bring it down. And President Bola Ahmed Tinubu says even though he does not have a magic wand, his administration would fix the economic challenges confronting the citizenry. Now, he said this when he hosted the leadership of the All Progressive Congress Presidential Campaign Council to 2024 Ramadan Iftar at the State House yesterday. Now, the country's inflation rate has been on steady rise, he said, since the Tinubu's administration ended the petrol subsidy regime and unified the exchange rate in 2023. In its latest reports, the National Bureau of Statistics said inflation rose to 31.7% in February 2024, which we did discuss here, from a 29.9% in the previous month. Now, the president also said the country's capacity to generate revenue is getting better. According to him, it is the hard job that you promised the people of Nigeria when you were campaigning for me. You promised them a good result, didn't you? This is it. I have to work for it. No magic wand, he said. And now, talking about the promises that were made during the campaign, the structures of the roads, rehabilitation of the roads was one of the major things that the president also talked about, easing the transportation stress and all of that. And now, in the course of this administration, we've also seen, truthfully, that some of these road networks are being currently worked on. In the FCT, there are a number of construction of roads going on right now in the FCT. Now, I hear that one of the famous bridges around, is this Berger now, or I'll confirm that on the Abuja Now segment of the show, because of course we'll be talking about it extensively over there. You know, that bridge was completed, or it's being worked on, or it's opened. Look at the Third Mainland Bridge. We've seen lots of people die on that bridge just because of the nature of the road and the network of that road. And just this week it was open and people can now use the Third Mainland Bridge again. Some of these are very commendable things that the president has done. Now, he also has put into works the train services. You know, Lagos is currently functional. Abuja is still being worked on, because last time we talked about it here that the FCT minister went to inspect the site himself, and then he discovered that some of the materials that were used were quite inferior, and he complained about it and asked that it be exchanged. All of these things, you know, being put in place. So what do you feel? How do you feel about the comment or this address that the president has made about the current situation in the country? How does it affect you as a person? Let us have that conversation right here, because seeing all of these being put in place already, it possibly means that something can be done, but it takes time. And like he said, it's not a magic wand situation where you wish and everything just works out like that. But let me know what your thoughts are about the president's comment, and then of course how it affects you as a person. Welcome to the General Open Banters. The numbers to call are 090-7353-0044 or 09087668888. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello?
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, Mother, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Please tell us your name.
I don't know why your country, Nigeria, is getting harder every day. Yeah, honestly, I don't think that this country is meant for human inhabitants because of the people that are ruling it. They are not ruling it for the betterment of others, just for themselves only. Now you remove first subsidy, you are now increasing the electricity tariff. What's the meaning of that? Huh? I'm asking you that are defending government policy. What's the meaning of that? Honestly, the country is not meant for human inhabitants, honestly.
All right. Those are your thoughts and you're entitled to them. Thank you so much. Let's get the conversation going. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, my dear sister Martha.
How are you doing today, Alamin?
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you so
right.
much. I'm calling from Central area.
Right.
Again, Martha, majority of those wailing and lamenting about the new tariff are not affected by it. When we are so negative minded, I will begin to inherit other people's problems. It even limits us in our personal growth. I notice a lot of people are so bitter. They have occupied their heart with so much bitterness and hatred after the election, and it is stagnating them for their own personal growth and development. And honestly, it pains me so much how we will allow politics to enslave our mind, to even be hindering our personal growth and development. All I can do is to pray that everyone finds inner peace, inner peace within themselves, to move on and understand that politics is not a do or die affair, that with or without Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Nigeria will remain. With or without him, the problem we are faced with will continue to stare us in the face. This is just what I want to admonish.
All right.
Again, for those of us who voted for the president, we know there's no quick fix anywhere. We are confident in it. The fact that it's also identified and saying, look, we know there is issue of inflation. We are going to bring it down. I have 100% trust in him, and all of the policies he has implemented. The floating of the naira, removing of that cancerous subsidy is what I voted him to do. He has not failed me in any way. He has more than 3 years to go. I mean, the future is looking very bright. We are solidly behind him. There's no shortcut anywhere, and we know that the girl will definitely get to the promised land. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Alamin, for your contribution right there. Let's keep going. Hello, good morning to you.
Sister Martha, good afternoon.
Good morning, Mr. Sonny the Prince.
Good morning, Mr. Sonny the Prince.
It's good morning. It's good to have you.
Sister Martha, you see, every time, each time government come with policy, they only tell us that in the long run that will benefit from it. And this is the same thing Buhari administration told Nigeria for 8 years. At the end of the day, we could not even benefit anything. All the money they borrowed, they always have a good reason to justify the money they borrowed. At the end of the day, the money did not even reflect to the life of Nigerians. We couldn't move on good roads. We couldn't enjoy steady power supply. We couldn't even access good hospitals. The primary health care is not anywhere to compare. And many Nigerians died in abject poverty. Now this government are come again with their own policy. One thing about Nigeria, why I place confidence in Nigerian government is this. We lack continuity. Every government that come on board, he will decide to bring his own people. Dismantle the other administration structure and bring his own structure. And we will start learning that structure for 8 years. And after 8 years, another government will come, dismantle that structure and bring their own. Assuming there is continuity. Since 1999, democracy came to Nigeria. Assuming there's a continuity, by now we would have used to one style of government or one style of leadership. But every administration that comes, despite they are of the same party, they come with their own different structures, bringing in their own people. And their own people will continue learning the system, trying to adapt to the system. And before I could say, 4 years is gone. And their handlers will come on national radio, national TV, telling Nigerians that, look, the time is short for this administration to achieve something. The previous administration has condemned almost everything. And before I could say that, they wasted 8 years without achieving anything. Okay, today you're talking about road infrastructure. It's a weapon development. What we're seeing in Abuja, if they will replicate it in other countries, possibly all the federal roads in Nigeria, I think we'll give them that plus. But I want you to know that it's not the road that will eat. When almost all the people you are governing have died of hunger, starvation, and poverty, which people will apply on that road that you're building? As you're building roads, as you're fixing infrastructure, you still need to fix stomach infrastructure, because it's the living, is the one that eats to live will testify the good thing the government has done for them. Many Nigerians today are sleeping with empty belly. They can't even afford 1 time square meal. Not talk about 3 times. Nobody's even talking about 3 times square meal now. What people are doing now is 0-1-1. You bring the morning food in between the afternoon and the morning. That one serves as morning and afternoon food.
Right,
then the night, anything you see in the night, you eat. So as they are building structure, let them also build their stomach infrastructure. Nigerians are dying. Now they came, Tinubu never even sympathized with us for the hardship the last administration brought upon us by cashless. Many Nigerians were selling their money below cost price. At the end of the day, Tinubu came sort of at least allow Nigerians to enjoy winning for 1 year. He came with the issue of subsidy. Before I could say that the electricity is there. I mean, it's something else. We can't really, I don't know if we can survive this hardship we are going through today. When you go to your place of business, people are selling at you. Nobody has money to buy things. And hunger is everywhere. And this government not even sympathize with us.
Right.
Is it a crime to be in Nigeria?
Obviously not.
I mean, this oil doesn't rise our money. Share our money for us. Let us enjoy for once before we die. I mean, how can they be suffering us with all the natural resources we have in this country? I mean, it's not fair. It's not fair.
All right. Thank you, Sonny the Prince. Thank you for that contribution right there. And let's keep the conversation coming through right here on 09073 530044 or 09087668888. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Banter.
Yes,
Noja,
yes, it's good to have you join us on the show.
My regard to your family, to Salati and Abubakar.
Thank you very much.
You see, some people don't know something. If you don't know something, you have to learn. Some people they don't know beyond their nose. If you don't know something, you listen to people, and people you learn from people. Not to say you carry something, started talking. Even the way the guy is talking is beyond his age. You see, we are talking about a special force that they came in to talk what you don't know. Today again, he have come again.
Those are his
opinions. Electric carries. I went to ask him, the supporter of the government. I went to ask him, since when this government came, what Nigeria gained from it? He should tell us. This is the benefit of this government for 9 months. He should tell us. I'm not a politician, but somebody came to begin to talk what you don't know. 300% in electricity in Nigeria, and then you are defending it. If you don't know something, you could fight. It's going to affect everybody. They remove petrol subsidy. Now, the price of rice, Gari rice in the market, the Mudu is 2,000 naira. The price of Gari, common Gari, where we buy 100 naira. Now, the red Gari is 900 naira. The white one is 9. Somebody came to begin to defend it. If you don't know something, you keep quiet. There's inflation in Nigeria, and then we are begging the government to change their mind and bring the inflation down. Somebody come and begin to defend the government. This and this and this. It should tell us, since when the government came to power, what's the benefit Nigeria ever been? All the promises, it should tell us the one way they don't fulfill. Thank you very much. God bless Nigeria. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for your contribution right there. Quickly, let's just do an update to the conversation we have here for today. We see that the alleged money laundering EFCC operatives produced Binance executive in court. Remember, we said that he escaped or whatever, eloped, or what the case would be. He escaped anyways. The Binance head of financial crime compliance, Tigran Gambayan, on Thursday, which was yesterday, April 4th, arrived at the Federal High Court in Abuja for an arraignment over allegations of money laundering. Now, on February 28th, we talked about Gambayan and Nadim Ajwala, Binance regional manager for Africa. We discussed that they were detained by the Nigerian authority. Now, although Ajwala escaped from the custody of the Office of the National Security Advisor, both executives alongside Binance are expected to be charged in court by the federal government for tax evasion and money laundering on Thursday. So yes, the FIRS also alleged that while it was offering taxable services to subscribers on its trading platform, the company failed to issue invoices to those subscribers for the purpose of determining the payment of its valuable added taxes. So yes, he has been arraigned in court yesterday, and that happened yesterday. Also, we see that there's been a fresh attack in Kaduna State and the FCT, where the bandits killed 7, abducted 13 family members in Kaduna State, and the FCT killing a community leader and abducting some family members, like I said. Now, in the first incident, the assailant on Wednesday night shot dead in the Mayangwa of Gashe community Mr. Philibus Andrew and abducted 13 family members in Kachia local government area of Kaduna State. Now, a resident, Musa Bala, told reporters through telephone yesterday, which was the 4th of April 2024, that the incident happened around 11 p.m. with the bandits wielding sophisticated weapons in their large numbers. He also explained that the bandits first attacked the community leader's house and shot him dead before proceeding to a neighbor's house and whisked away one Mr. Abraham Dangana, his wife, 8 children, and 3 relatives, adding that the bandits also burgled shops and chemists. He also said that the bandits invaded neighboring Badeko village on the same day and abducted 10 people. A community leader who preferred to stay anonymous said, "You can imagine that there are security operatives stationed in Bishini Junction, Katari, and Nasarawa LEA Primary School, yet the bandits operated for hours without any response from them." The spokesman for the Kaduna State Police Command, SP Hassan Mansour, did not speak on this incident as of now. So when we have, the full report, of course, we'll bring that to our notice. So yes, we'll keep the conversation going. It's Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, your radio experience you can count on, and it's the general open banters. Let's go on a very short commercial. When we get back, we'll keep up this conversation. Please keep it locked in. We'll be right back.
Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, here to stay.
The city of Abuja is about to encounter one day of perfection, completeness, power,